So, thus we have made it to the end of Bofuri Season 2. It's been a good long ride, and even though we've had some hiccups through studio issues, they were finally able to get this episode out, and thus we can actually have a conclusion to Season 2. And I will say that this was actually a pretty good season, and the final battle, the final episode was actually mighty nice. If you haven't seen it, I definitely would suggest you watch it. I assume most people that are watching this review have already watched the episode, but I will say this was a proper use of the 3D effects along with the 2D, animation that we normally are with. Earlier in the season, I talked about how it was a little weird, like some of the 3D effects, how they did Maple and everything, which is kind of Maple and Sally and some of the boss fights. I was like, it was a little off-putting, but they did a really good job here. They weaved in and out this huge boss going through the forest and how everyone was able to come around it and attack it from different angles, attack it from his ankles, his legs, his back, the wings, and the culmination of Maple taking it out through its mouth, tentacle area, whatever. Now, granted, we finally, like I've been crying out loud, got like HP bars here and there. So it was like, all right, this is good. We finally got some, that's great. So it was kind of funny how we see, oh man, Maple's in the red zone. Oh man, there's something up with Maple. It had to be Sally to give her a health potion. I mean, I'll be honest, if my character was mainly based off defense and I barely took any damage from anything, I would have potions in reserve just in case. Because it's one thing that I'm hard to kill. It's hard to kill me on its own. It'll be another thing to have, hey, you thought you injured me, potion, and then just like, I would literally be immortal at that point in game sense. But it's just astounding to me. She's sitting there like, oh no, my health is low. What am I ever to do? And I'm like, use a potion. But it had to be Sally that has a potion, or, I understand she has some healers, different people in her guild and such that's able to do buffs, do healing, things of that nature. But honestly, come on now. Any gamer worth their salt knows you don't go unprepared through events. You don't go without enough healing potions or anything. Like, even if they it would have been so much if they added a line and something in this. If she said like, oh man, I've used up all my potions. She could have said something as simple as that. Or maybe in the boss fight, she had potions, but they fell out or something as they were falling from the boss monster. Something of that nature. She just sit there just like, oh, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. And it had to be Sally to come up and throw her a potion in her vicinity to heal her, just so then she can deal the final blow to the boss. It was a funny moment, kind of a gripe, I guess you could say, because as a gamer, I'm like, really? You have maxed out defense and you don't bring potions? Okay. I digress. To end the season, they did give us a little tidbit of a few things towards the end of the episode. She said the line, okay? She said the line, that's one thing. She said, hey, I'm gonna max out my defense. And then the next line, I don't like getting hurt after all. Title drop, she said it. But the biggest thing is they kind of give us a little teaser to the next season. Because they kind of showed us a few maybe future enemies. So we have these two girls right here. I mean, we have no clue who they are, but they're saying, oh, they're basically watching Sally and Maple have the time of their life. And they're like so excited that, yay, they're really cool, but they have never faced anyone like us. Ha 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 ha. Okay, sure, whatever. And then here's another party checking them out. and then basically saying the same thing. And, you know, they did a good job on the final boss and final battle, but they've never met me. Bruh. Okay, sure. I mean, I'll look forward to the next season and stuff, and we'll see what happens, but how badly will they get folded? That's essentially how I'm thinking here. You know, they could do the dual system and such, and they did after the credits, you know, when they had the messages, it did clue in saying how, hey, there were some people that survived the event that aren't part of the 3 big guilds. Maybe there's some more strong people out there. It kind of left a hint like, they're out there. There's these other characters we know nothing about and never seen them up to this point before, but hey, maybe season 3, we'll see how it goes. They're gonna get folded. I just wait to see how it's gonna happen. I mean, Maple still hasn't chosen the either equipments or skills from this event. I assume it's gonna kind of show us in the next season what she decides to pick, or even Sally and other people, and especially their pets and such. So we will see how it all works out. And yeah, I think they're just gonna, Maple's gonna pull something out of her hat, and it's just gonna be like, where'd that move come from? Yeah, I found it around the corner. You know, this quest that's been here forever, but I just stumbled upon it and got this crazy new skill. Regardless, it does not matter how it happens, where it happens. I'll definitely be happy to check it out and see the craziness that is not only Bofuri, but Maple herself. Overall, I will give this season an 8. I had to kind of go back and look at all the episodes and kind of look at all the reviews that we did. And there was some, like I said before, some slow moments here and there. There was, I will say, a lot of action this season, so that was actually really good for it. I'll give it an 8. I thought maybe as much as 8.5, but I think a solid 8, because it was a solid season. It really was. It really was a solid season, and I'm still a Bofuri fan, still like it, and might have some faults here and there, but still a good anime overall. And I would definitely suggest it to people as something to sit back, relax, enjoy, have a laugh. Tell me what you guys think. Do you rate it higher? Do you rate it lower? Let me know in the comments down below. But regardless, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe for more reviews of anime on the Analyze It Reviews channel, because we'll definitely already have some in the works and some coming in the future. Definitely hit up our Patreon. It's amazing. Has some good reactions to the full video. You can see it there. But aside from that, I'll see you guys more in the future. Be safe, take care, and bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.